You know, I wasn't even planning to make this little video message at all, but knowing how completely long it's been since CCW's Game Over had ended, I felt like saying what the heck and decided to do it anyway from the comfort of my own private gym. So to start myself off, this little video message of mine will be directed to a certain little daddy's girl. You know who I'm talking about. The kind of girl who thinks she calls herself the Queen of SmackDown, but in reality, she's nothing more than a constant excuse of scum who does nothing but shove herself down the throats of wrestling fans, all because she lives in the legacy of her father's name. I'm talking to you, Charlotte Flair. Why have you been avoiding my challenge week in and week out, huh? And don't give me any of that I'm way too busy crud, because I know darn well of the fact that's not the case. We all know why you refuse to fight me, Charlotte. I know it. You know it. Heck, even the fans, who I don't care if they support me or not, know it. And we all know what that reason is. It's all because you instill yourself with fear. The kind of fear that you have when you're staying toe-to-toe with me. The kind of fear you have when you're standing in the same room with me. Most importantly, you have the same fear when you shiver at the thought of me beating you and humiliating you to the point that your precious little boss, Vince McMahon, couldn't even stand to look at you. That must be why you can't fight me. If that's been the case all along, well, suffice it to say, Charlotte, you're not fit to lace up those golden boots Vince gives you all by yourself. Those boots would have been worthy of somebody else in that female locker room you live in. People like Rhea Ripley, Asuka, Naomi, Liv Morgan, Shayna Baszler, the list goes on and on. But no, you decide to keep wearing those same boots to the point where it starts to stink and stink until nobody wants to wear them anymore. And I, for one, just had about enough of that stink to begin with. So we're gonna do this one way or the other. You either accept my challenge at CCW Resurrection, or better yet, I'll find whichever crud-hole kingdom you live in, and I'll start beating you down like a helpless little pup until you have finally agreed to my challenge once and for all. Either way, Queenie, you sure as heck ain't gonna have a choice in the matter. Because once this is finally settled and done with, you're gonna end up in that fallen kingdom that you should have deserved to be in a long time ago, forgotten by everyone else. Not also forgotten, but broken by your ego, alone by the rest of your friends, defeated by the hands of me, and most importantly, cancelled just like your stupid, pathetic father. Woo. I definitely don't know what to say to you most of all. You know, throughout these years as my reign as women's champion, I've been getting ridiculous challengers left to right throughout my whole entire WWE career. But never in my whole waking life have I gotten a challenge from somebody who's nothing than just a wimpy, pathetic cartoon rabbit. You absolutely gotta be kidding me. Who in the absolute heck do you think you are stepping up to my kingdom asking me for a challenge? I'll tell you who you are, by the way. You must be a rotten little cretin just like everyone I've ever fought against for my SmackDown Women's title. And one by one, they all have fallen and bowed down to the Queen at the end. It's all because they weren't worthy of the opportunity to hold my title, to sit upon my throne, and breathe in the greatness that I richly deserve. It's been like that for me for a good 8 years, and I don't ever plan to give that up ever. But yet, now we have this little upstart league called Cartoon Carnage Wrestling, where many people are calling it the hottest thing going on YouTube now that it's finally making its return after 2 to 3 years of being away. And what do I see the first thing I got a hold of this news? A video of some latex-ridden bunny calling me out and bringing up my family's name out of your pathetic little lips. You know, I didn't even want to bother making this little video message out in the first place either. But when you decide to call my father stupid and pathetic all because of something that never even happened outside the ring, that's where I draw the line in the sand. The moment where you keep slandering me and accuse me of being shoved down everyone's throat in the WWE is the moment where I say that enough is enough. Lexi Bunny, if you wanted to fight me in your own terms, all you had to do was step up to my kingdom and get down on your knees begging like the peasant you are. I would have gladly said yes. And guess what? Since I know how impatient we both are, I hereby accept your little challenge at CCW Resurrection just to make it a little easier for you. Does that make you happy at least, Lexi? It should. Because I can guarantee you that your joy is going to be nothing more than short-lived once we finally do step in that ring once and for all. Anyway, it is rabbit season after all. I may not have a big hat, a funny sounding voice, or a big loaded shotgun to boot, but what I do need to hunt you down is one natural selection and a figure 8 to put a bunny like you in the boiling pot where you belong. Lexi Bunny, that's not just a statement. That's a fatal attraction. Woo!